Oh, it's going to be a good one tonight. Yes, yes, yes. It's going to be a show enough fire burner tonight. What's happening? Success with Sophia, Miss Mavericks, um, my own boss, super agent. What's going on? Yes, Sophia, you in the right. Just look at the screen and see what's getting ready to happen. His Incorporated is getting ready to get popped off. Right. Hey, Misha. Hey, Miss Mavericks, what's going down? Well, you already can see that it's about to get real serious in here. Um, oh man, it says network error occurred. I hope that doesn't affect the broadcast. So I had to get things straight. I want to make sure I had a good illustration to start off with tonight when we get into this subject about what men are thinking. Because, like, this really depicts when women finally get the truth. When we finally put it in your ear, this is exactly what it looks like. If a man has ever told you something like this and you thought you knew what was going on, but then he told you something like this, put 1 in the box. Just type 1 and just hit the 1. And if you're a man and you have made a woman look like this because you told her the truth, put 2 in the box. Just put 2 in the box. I want to see where the brothers at, see where the sisters are at. When you just like, you thought you knew the truth, and then next thing you know, your mouth is wide open because he told you something. If this has ever been you as a woman, press 1. And then if this has ever been you as a man and you can tell a woman some radical truth and make her mouth pop open, put a 2 in the box. Now, of course, my name is CoachKhayr, and you were rocking with the best. And I am from the premise that the best way for me to use Periscope is I don't need to get a whole bunch of followers and a whole bunch of this and stuff like that. I need to tell you the flipping truth. So I'm about to scream on the dudes, and I'm about to make the women's mouths do just like this by some of the things that I'm going to say. I'm not going to bully anybody. I'm going to just give you some straight facts. So if you know some girlfriends or some homegirls who are interested in getting the facts, please swipe to the right or swipe up and invite your followers and share this on Twitter. That's it. Because once I get rolling, I will forget to ask you or forget to remind you. So, the question is, if you've been the woman and a man, you thought you knew what was the real deal, and a man came and put you up on game and made your mouth look like this, press 1. If you've ever been in a situation where you thought you knew what a man was thinking, but when he told you it was so different than what you thought, press 1. And if a man's never done that, press 0. Yeah, press 0 if a man has never done this, and press 1 if a man has. And if you are a man and you've done this before to a woman, I want you to press 2. So I'm looking for 0s if it's never happened to you ladies, 1 if it has happened, and 2 if you are a man and you have done this to someone. Oh, there you go. See stars in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Tell them what the facts are. And so this one is getting ready to get like really intense because women do not have a man to talk to them the way I'm going to give y'all some information tonight. So High Maintenance said last night on my symptometry I was being a bully and stuff like that, and I looked like I was in the conscious community, so I done fixed that tonight. No, y'all ain't catching me out there. I'm just sharing my thoughts. So let me tell you a little something what I got going on here. All right, let me switch the camera around. Good, because it's coming. Now, I call these scoping with Coach, and I'm on the front porch because it's like got good lighting, I got good reception. I'm outside, full moon is still in Pisces. I just love this energy, right? And so I had to bring my laptop outside because I have a group on Facebook called WhatMenAreThinking.com. WhatMenAreThinking.com, it takes you right to the Facebook group. And all you have to do is just, but it's private. So the questions that we answer, only men can answer in the group. And only women can ask men questions. Aren't you tired of being in a Facebook group and you ask something and you want the men, or you put it on your page or something and you want a man to answer, and a woman came in and started talking to you, but you weren't asking her, and then within 3 or 4 comments, her cattiness and your cattiness done came out, and everybody is watching y'all talk crazy inside the room. Has that ever happened to somebody? You know? So we made a room that's got rules and protocols that you only can ask men real life questions. Let me give you an example. These are real questions that are in the group right now. If you're in the group, peace. I want you to just put in, I know what men think if you're in our group. If you're in the group and you're listening and you're on your phone, I want you to put, I just put WMAT. That means you're in the group. Or you can write, Kevin is a butthole. Because Kevin, that's my G. Kevin keeps it so 100, but a lot of women don't like his honesty, right? But we just keep it hot. And the other rule is men can only answer the questions with straight, honest, male answers. Straight, honest, male answers. That's it. Not for the general populace. Even though there's a lot of women that used to ask questions like they were asking very general questions. But we've weeded them out. We have the trolls. We have over 3,000 people. I think the group is like 2 years old. So one of the questions today is, what is the list of requirements a woman must have in order to be your lady? Is it the same requirements to be your wife? And no women can answer this, only men. Another question. Can someone clue me in and explain, please, when someone says their relationship with their mate is whatever or up in the air, tell me what the freak does that supposed to mean? That one has 15 comments. Let me get another one. This is a long question. I'm just giving you samples because I want you all to ask me questions like this tonight. I'm going to answer 2 or 3 of these from the group so I can show you how we do our thing, right? I'm going to show you how real men answer questions from the group whatmenarthinking.com. That's on Facebook. You can join, come on in. Like, I have every type of man in there too. PhDs, bachelors, hustlers, fathers, single men, players, everything. Yes, you can, Sophia with Sophie. Just all you have to do is click and say you want to get in. Just click and say, I want to join the group, What Men Are Thinking. So you can see, because I'm not joking, like I could show you the screen, but remember it's a private group. So the women are protected because this doesn't show up in their feed. So at the beginning when we had it, they was like, yo, I asked a real life question and all of a sudden so-and-so seen this. Like women be asking some real live questions in this group, right? So if you've been in the group and you are in the group and you've asked a question and seen some real good answers, tap that screen for like, yeah, I seen some good stuff. So this one's about masturbation. She says, I've been in a relationship for years now and lived together for 2 years. Last night I walked on him attempting to relieve himself. He got mad and denied it, and he said he just had an itch. I called BS on what I watched from where he couldn't see me and caught him several other times. He has an addiction to porn and tells me that he would rather do this than have sex. Sometimes he even looks at other women when we are laying in bed together. I honestly believe that he is seeing someone else and that he has an addiction. He says he needs his privacy, but if you're living together, and how can you have your privacy? And why does his clothes always smell of perfume when he comes home from work? Is it just my imagination, or do I need to get the hell out of Dodge? I'm not telling you, that's right. Nope. That's in Ohio. I'm not even giving up the city. That's the kind of juiciness we get. Hold on, let me ask another one. It says, fellas, if a woman says this to you, how would you feel? Is this a red flag? And it says, if we talking, I'm low-key trying to make you mine, which means we're pre-dating, LOL, which means you ain't single. Like, I don't really kind of understand that one. Thoughts. And then sometimes they'll put a picture up, right? And this is a woman asking us. She says, this soldier came home and caught his wife getting banged out on his matrimonial bed. He pulled the strap and walked their naked asses outside. Was he wrong? So it's a naked wife and a naked man outside. I'm gonna start with that one. What do men think? This is an easy one. If a man comes home, I'm gonna answer for me. I might be able to answer for one or two other dudes. But if I come home, folks in relationships that over but haven't ended. Hold on, I ain't started the Q&A yet. Just let me get this off right here first. Let me set up for a second. Let me just get this off. Oh, this is the other device that I think some of y'all be using too when y'all think that y'all finding answers for men. The beauty salon's the worst place, but here's the other place. Y'all think y'all got some kind of crystal ball. Y'all think y'all got a crystal ball where y'all can just be like, let me look in here and see, what is he thinking? What is he thinking? Oh, man, what is he thinking? I want to look in here and see, can I figure out what he's thinking? You can't. You have to ask a real man, all right? So, here we go. The soldier came home and caught his wife getting banged out on their matrimonial bed. He pulls out the gun and makes both of them walk outside butt naked. What do I think? I think it was fair. Because first off, women are smarter than men. So if you got jammed up with this dude on my bed and you didn't even have enough intelligence to know what my schedule was, and I put you outside to be shamed, you disrespected not just the bedroom and the house, but you tried to play me. And no, nothing beat a cross but a double cross. So for me on that one, both of y'all get out. No, you ain't taking no clothes. So do I agree with this brother? Sure. Would I have handled it that way? Maybe not. I don't know. I ain't been in that situation. But I got beef with the dude. How did you know? How did you not know that this wasn't going on, you know? But it is funny. It's a funny picture. I guess I could show this picture. It is kind of funny. Like they standing outside, butt naked. Soldier came home and caught his wife getting banged out on the matrimonial bed. Put him out there naked. It's probably something that happened in Africa. I don't know. It could have happened in Chicago. Let's get another question. Men that want females that's 20 to 30 years younger, the question is why? They want troubles. You must want some troubles if you want a woman that's 20 or 30 years younger than you. That is the only thing that I can come up with, is you must want a headache. Because, or you got a problem. Like, I did see a guy at this restaurant I go to, and he's like 55, and he said he had a 23-year-old girlfriend. And I was like, for real? I can't understand it. Like, some things I can't answer for all the brothers. Like I don't want me personally, like under 30, because of astrological reasons, I don't want that. But listen, most of the time it's because the woman accepted it. That's the thing that women have to realize too. Most of the time what goes on is the things that y'all accept. So y'all looking for a father figure. You know, I don't know whether I think she looking for some protection, or she could have been sexually abused. Let's get on to now. It's another juicy one. Oh, what is the description of thick women? Men always say you're thick, and I haven't any clue what they mean. Now, I don't know if I believe her. But I'm going to tell you what we like is thick. Thick is that roundness at the bottom, nice and plump up here, and she not bony like on the arms and stuff like that. That don't mean she got like nothing hanging, but we like them thick. Yeah, we do like them thick. Like, just think of that Georgia peach. Go to Google and type in Georgia peach women, and like brown like that. We like them like thick-thighed. We just like them thick. Okay, I don't know if y'all how much in the detail y'all want me to get, but men we like women to be thick and juicy because it just feels so good. But I don't understand what she means. She doesn't know what thick means. Thick is not skinny. You know what skinny is. So And then my man Dwayne says it's subjective. That's cool. Next question is, how do you feel about women who curse a lot? Back in the day, I cursed a lot. I'm doing my best now to ease up on my cursing. But it's tough. It's tough. I'm trying to get my shirt presentable. I'm looking crazier, right? So she got to get that muffler fixed. That's what happens in Atlanta. So check it. How do I feel about women who curse? Very unattractive. It is a big turnoff. I don't want to deal with a woman who's doing anything that I'm trying to stop. Okay? I don't want to. If I'm trying to stop cursing, I don't need you cursing more than me, right? So, nah. And I think a woman told me one time when I was cursing a lot around her, she said cursing denotes a delinquent vocabulary. She called my vocabulary delinquent, and I think I'm intelligent. I didn't like that, her telling me I have a delinquent vocabulary. So I don't know whether a lot of women don't necessarily pride themselves on their intelligence. They like their looks. They try to say they're smart, but they want their looks to be right. They go to the gym all the time, but you don't know what we're really thinking. You don't really know what we're thinking. Now, time and place. That's right. If a woman is saying some profanity like in the right area, like in the boudoir, that's okay. I think that's cool. But primarily, no, I don't like a woman that curses a lot. If you are just joining the program, what we're doing is I have a group on Facebook called whatmenarthinking.com. You can just type it in, whatmenarthinking.com, takes you right to the Facebook group, and then we gotta let you in. And women get to ask men questions about what we are thinking, because it is from my premise that you do not know what we're thinking. So I want to give you an opportunity tonight before my battery dies to ask me any question that you want that, for one, you women are scared to ask. Because you tell these lies. Some of you women, I want this to be a lie. When you say, I didn't say that to him, I didn't ask him that because he can't handle the truth. Why'd you pick him? What do you mean? If you dating a liar, then you a supporting actress to a liar. So what are you? Secondly, you say, I don't want his feelings to get hurt. Just type in what men are thinking. What men are thinking. That's it. Don't type in whatmenarthinking.com in Facebook. You can just type in www.whatmenarthinking.com. It takes you right to the group. All right? But if you are just on Facebook, you can just type in what men are thinking, and it'll take you directly to the group. All right? But you got to get buzzed in. It's like the private membership area, like, because you can't see the post from the outside because we have a lot of women. And we've had static in there, like the dude be in the room and the woman, she come and ask, and then he started beefing and stuff like that. And we was like, bruh, she got a right to ask us what she wants to ask us. And we had to like escort him out. I don't know what happened at home, but hey, it's a funny thing. But you ladies, man, y'all be in the beauty salon. You ladies be in the beauty salon, and y'all be like thinking that you know what we are talking about, and you really don't. You don't know what we're talking about. Oh, I see some of y'all trying to get in. What's up, Sophia? Welcome. Carlota, welcome. Misha will come in the group. She'll come in the room and like stay a little while and leave. Now, as soon as you come in the group, of course, you're going to see a video at the top that says this is how the group works. And it's me sitting there explaining the rules. Please don't get ratchet. We're trying to keep the integrity of the room by keeping the ratchet out, okay? And don't take it personal when a man is telling you his honest opinion of what's going on, all right? Now, like I said, the reason that I formed a group and the reason that I'm doing this on Sundays is because women need to know what men are thinking. Y'all are leaning on your own understanding and you're getting it all wrong. You're walking around assuming, and you know what assuming does? It makes an ass out of you. It don't make an ass out of me. I'm just changing it around. Women, please, please, please just realize that you can ask real men. So that's why ask me a question. So a lot of people are like, how do I get more followers on Periscope? What kind of value is that in your relationship? Why would you want to make more money through Periscope? Or I want all these marketing tips, but they don't want anybody to tell them about their relationship. Or they don't want to find out the truth about it. So I'm going to answer a couple more questions from the group. If you have a question, just type it in and I'm going to give it a shot and give you an honest, real answer. I'm challenging you. Ask me a question about honesty, communications, sex, money, job. We've had tons of questions like like we've always had questions about who makes more money. Like, if he makes more money this, do I make more money that? It just gets to be like ridiculous. Here's another question. Fellas, why would a guy continually tell a woman he misses her and loves her, but never makes plans to see her or call if he's not interested? Why not just say that and keep it moving? Women, you all want confessions all the time. I know you like right, but to even need to ask that question is crazy, because why are you asking if he's saying something but he's doing something else and you're still going for it? Shouldn't the question be, why are you still going for it? But I know why y'all go for it, because a lot of time men, we are attracted with our eyes and women are attracted with their ears. So we can keep you on the hook by telling you things. And other women have trained us in the adventure part of it. So we are into the chase, but not actually catching you. So you can have something to talk about, and then we can say something too. No. It has nothing at all to do with low self-esteem. Nope. Here's the thing. Just like in what men are thinking, we're not here for women to give their opinions. Just ask a question. I'm not asking the question for women to answer. I'm asking a question that a woman has asked in the room, and I, as a man, am the only one that can answer. Now, if there are other men on here who want to answer, I'll read their answer. But it's not like most groups where you get to come in and be like, oh, I'm a woman, and let me tell you why men do that. Nobody asked you, okay? And I don't mean nobody asked you because I'm trying to be mean. That's just a protocol of the group. So I'm just bringing the group over to Periscope by answering some of the questions. So this guy's continually telling this woman he misses her and loves her. He wants to hit too. He wants to like keep her on the string with the hopes of having sex with her. Pause. I got to do shout outs. Big shouts out, of course, to anybody who's in the building from What Men Are Thinking. Big shouts we have a sister group called What Women Are Thinking. What Women Are Thinking, we have a sister group. Men, you should go over there and ask those ladies questions too. That's what we do, because since the ladies, they're like, we want to answer too. Well, open a forum where only women can answer, because I want to know what women think. So we have a sister group too. We got about 3,000 in the men's group, and we got about 1,500 in the women's group. It just got started sometime this year. It's definitely less than a year old, but big shouts out to that group. Big shouts out to the subconscious community on Facebook. That's another group I'm in. And big shouts out to any of my followers on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp. All right, that's your plug. If you want me to give you a shout out for your zodiac sign, of course, you know I like to take roll and see who's in the building. So, of course, Team Taurus is in the building. If you're Team Aries or Team Cancer or whatever, you know, rep your team so I can give you a shout out. Then we're going to get back to answering questions, all right? Team Scorpio, what's going on, Sophia? Thank you so much. I'm going to look up and try to find another juicy one. Team Scorpios in the building. All right. Okay. It's a lot of Scorpios out here tonight. Appreciate. Well, of course y'all gonna come. Y'all gonna see this Taurus energy and be like, "What's happening?" Team 69 Cancer. I love it. Thank you for following up in this joint. Keep them rolling. But I'm gonna go ask this next question. This young lady says, at the beginning of a relationship, do you trust your new partner unless there is something specific to make you do otherwise, or do you withhold your trust until she has earned it? Very good question. Very good question. I'm kind of looking for a ratchet question, so y'all can see something average like, why do men cheat? I'm not going to answer that until somebody asks me, because I got a really good answer. I was waiting on high maintenance to say something about cheating or somebody. At the beginning of a relationship, do you trust your new partner? Absolutely. I trust exactly what you showed me. That's right. So when a woman asks me, do I trust you? I say, yes, I trust you. And then it says, unless there's something specific to make you do otherwise. I'm not going to be in the beginning of a relationship. I'm not going to be in a relationship if I don't trust you, because I don't have time for you to be doubting me and not trusting me. Simple. I'm not going through that. All right. So if a woman is saying, do I trust her at the beginning of the relationship? I do. Some men don't. At the beginning, well, when I was younger, I definitely had I don't trust them HOs, you know what I'm saying, which now I say is heaven on earth. So, cause just in case it slips out of my mouth, I don't disrespect women like that, or I do my best. I really don't disrespect women like that, but I keep it funky and keep it 100, right? So, but I used to be like, no, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. No, 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 you can't trust them. All the songs, can't trust it or whatever. That was me. But now I look at women as my reflection. So if I got trust issues with women, I got trust issues with myself. Excellent question. And why are you in a relation? That's what women do. I think she's telling on herself. Let me tell you what this man thinks. I think she's telling on herself when she says, do you withhold your trust until she's earned it? Hey, Carly, across the pond. Mwah. I think that I think women sometimes want you to earn their trust. I don't have time for that. Real men don't have time to be coming in and talk about earning my trust. You know why? Because when I come in the gate, I bring protection. Do you want me to say you're going to have to earn my protection? What if I tell you that? I'm not going to really protect you right at the beginning of the relationship. But if you work hard, then you can earn my protection. Most women want protection as soon as you walk in the door. Right. So I'm bringing protection into the door, and I'm bringing trust. You need to bring honesty and trust. I ain't looking for you to protect me. I ain't looking for you to look out for my feelings. I'm looking for you to believe in me, and I'm believing for you to trust, and I'm believing for you to rocking that you rocking with the best. Period. So don't come in here talking about, well, you know what I mean, I'm going to withhold something. Excuse me. This whole other thing about the sex piece, I'm going to hold back something for my man when I get married. How the hell am I supposed to know what you was doing before we got married? Women, stop that. Let's just be frank for a second. Quit all that. I don't do this because I'm saving that for my. If you want to do it, then do it. I'm saving something for my husband. What if you never get married? Or what if you get married to this bum crackhead that you didn't know smoked crack or did cocaine or drunk, and you talking about you were saving something for him? You feel me? I don't know who Sierra is. You're talking about like the rapper? I don't know. But stop all that. It's too much romance going on. And romance is the death of these relationships. But that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow I talk relationships on Monday nights. On Sunday is just me coming on here just answering questions from what men are thinking. Kissing a woman on the forehead, ? Maybe she won't give me a kiss on the lips. Maybe I want to kiss her and she keep turning her head so I can only kiss her on the forehead. I don't know. Some of the some said it's the deepest sign of love. You know, my man Kevin was like, "What is it? What is the exact question?" She said, "What does it signify?" And he, it's the circumstances, atmosphere, relationship of the individual, number of visible mouth sores she may have. Kevin is wild. It is affection. You know, my man Xavier said, I'm 6 feet tall, and most of the time, a kiss on the cheek ends up becoming a kiss somewhere between the forehead and the cheek. That's for nieces, aunts, close female friends, daughters. When I was staying with my mother, and when I see my mother now, my mother knows to bend her forehead to me. I kiss my mother on her forehead because to me, kissing the forehead is like blessing you, especially when it's my mama. If I kiss you on your forehead, I'm kissing your crown. I'm kissing the title, and I'm the knight, meaning I will cut heads off for your crown. Don't go out here. My mama's a warrior anyway, but she don't start none. You know, she had a 9mm up under my bed when I came home, and I was just like, where'd this come from? She just looked at me. I was just like, okay. So, but kissing on the forehead for me is protection. Friend zone. Yeah, I will kiss you on the forehead too if we're in the friend zone. If I ain't really trying, I ain't gonna put my lips on you like that. Because if I kiss you on the forehead and then you hold your head up and pucker your lips out and I don't want to kiss you, I done got jammed up. So I ain't doing that. This was a long one, some opinions. Now this one was a good one. I'm gonna just do this one real quick. It's a long question, but I'm glad she came in here and asked some real men because she was doing too much. This is sometimes women who don't have a man come in and ask a question where they really need a man, right? She says, opinions, please. We're telling you answers, not just an opinion. She says, there are people working on the house next door. I was impressed on how nice the backyard was done, so I asked the gentleman working if they could do some work on my backyard. We agreed on a price, but the cleanup would be extra because there's a dumpster next door where they are working. I approached the man who subcontracted them to possibly use it for my yard waste. We agree on a price. They work. Everyone gets paid. Later on, the man in charge of the dumpster tells the subcontractor he wants more money from me, which he is not getting. Apparently, the guy is upset. So I said he can pay me for some sod where he jacked up the grass in my front yard. I'm not giving him any more because we agreed and shook on a price, verbal contract. Question, should I sue him for my grass because he is a jerk or let it go? I was right there when she posted this question. So the first thing I put in there was, if you have a man, let him handle it. Why are you out here talking to another man about some business and now you saying that the man's a jerk? What do you think he's gonna go from jerk to asshole? Go ahead, mosquito. I thought it was too cold out here for you tonight. They like this brown. They like this dark meat. I know. Caramel. They like the sweetness too. So I was like, yo, give it to your man to do. And she was like, he lives in Chicago. I live in Detroit. My brother could do it, but his temper is tricked. Cooler heads prevail, you know. And I said, no, I don't. You're making man decisions. Step aside, tell your brother, and let him handle it. This is one thing about women, too. Not all of y'all, but the ones for who it applies. You make decisions for us before you come give it to us like we kids. Y'all be like babying us or like thinking that you know the answer already when you don't know what we're going to do. And sometimes us flexing a little muscle is exactly what another man needs to see that you are protected. You need to have a man over at your house once or twice a week so your children can see that you are protected, that you know how to interact with men. What are you doing? Always, your son doesn't ever see men come over, but you telling him about sex and how he got there. So he's like, well, you ain't having sex no more? And you saying, well, I'm sneaking around because I don't want you to hear it and I don't want you to see it and stuff like that. Keep it 100, man, with the future, please. Okay, here's another one. Do men honestly, after sleeping with the same female over and over, tend to want something else? Can a man truly be satisfied sleeping with one woman and one woman only? Now, who wants to hear this one? This is a two-part. In a relationship, how long should you wait before asking him about marriage if that's what you want? 10 minutes. If you're interested in him, if he's worth, listen, I'm gonna come back to that question. Let me go to this one from Misha. Excellent question. She said, how long should you wait before asking a man about marriage from the time you meet him? Sophia, you're not answering the questions. She's asking how men think. She's not asking for women to comment. You feel me? So just relax. This is exactly what happens in the group, and we would just delete your comment. Boop, boop. You'd be like, somebody deleted my comment. Women, when they meet a man, they know within 30 seconds whether they're going to have sex with him. They know whether they're going to have sex with him. They also know if is this the guy that I could see some kind of future with. Some women look at a man and say, I could have sex with you, but I can't see a future with you. If you can see yourself having sex with him, and then you can see yourself having a future with him, go ahead and ask him now. Ask him what are his views on marriage. And then he's like, oh my God, we just started dating. That's okay. Tell him, you know what I'm saying? But don't make it seem like it's an ultimatum. Like, someone told me the other day some old falsehood, like she's telling men she's not dating unless they're in for the long haul. I looked at her astrology chart, just like on Maury, and I said, this determines that you are a liar. You are not saying that you're not giving up the cookies. Wait a minute. You are lying about giving up the cookies to men that are only long term. She was lying, and she started laughing. She was like, Now, that was easy for me to see because your chart is going to tell. So I was like, why are you bluffing? Why are you telling men that he is only got to be in, he can only get some cookies, coochie, sex, yoni, vagina, whatever, the box, whatever you want to call it. He can only have sex with you if he's in it for the long haul, because she wanted to see how he was going to respond. Some women love game. They love hearing some good game. Yes. And then the guy, he will fall off later because of the game. Or he's not holding up the game no more. So that is my answer. I hope that was satisfactory. But I would just ask up front, Yeah. That's for a woman. Now, for a dude, if you really feeling her and you ask about it, then you definitely send them a message. Yeah. Now, back to this question. Do men, and I think I'm getting ready to get off of here too because I've been on here about a half an hour. I like to keep my videos under the time. Somebody's supposed to be watching the clock. Do men honestly, after sleeping with the same female over and over, tend to want something else? Yes. Doesn't mean he's going to act on it. But it's not because he slept with you a lot of times. It's not because I slept with you over and over and over again that I want something else. It's that the thrill is wearing off because one of us is getting lazy. Yeah, and he might tend to look. He might tend to get into some porn. He might tend to get into some strip clubs to excite himself. Now, this whole thing about cheating, well, let me finish the question. Then it says, can a man truly be satisfied sleeping with one woman and one woman only? Sure, some men can. Some men can't. It's the same thing for women, even though you didn't ask that question. Some men can be satisfied by just sleeping with one woman and one woman only, and some men cannot. shaky DNA. Shaky DNA. If you don't have the habits and the conditioning and the culture and the rearing to be with just one woman, if you saw your father being a player and he got children by different women, then it's already in your DNA to have shaky DNA. If you saw your parents in a long, stable relationship, this one's kind of shaky right here. In the long run, you want to, get your thrills out first, and then you will want to settle down and end up like your parents, because that's how you were raised. Some people, they jump right into it. Some people, it doesn't happen. I was with a girlfriend, and this was a long time ago. She's not on Periscope, so, and I ain't telling her name nor her zodiac sign or what state I was staying in. But her mother had only been with one man her whole life, and then she married him, which was her father. That's 1960s or something like that, whatever. And so then she got pregnant, had children, but she had a son and she had two daughters. The two daughters, the one I was talking to and her other daughter, they was getting their freak on. They was getting their freak on. You hear what I'm talking about? And it was important to them to get their freak on. So, but both of them did end up getting married. Didn't quite work out for both of them. One of them had a divorce, and then my ex, her man had an untimely demise. No, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. So that's my answer to that. Do men honestly, after sleeping on the females, same female over and over? And a lot of comments on this one right here. Somebody says, there's no blanket for all men. That's like asking if all women think colored hair is the best. Yes, it depends on the man. There's no formula. Yeah, temptation is going to come because a woman is going to try your man. When I get with a girl, whether it's just going to the movies or whatever, somebody trying to catch my eye. They want to see, especially if I'm out with some super eye candy on my arm and the locks is just tighten up and I'm just chilling. Yes. I mean, even to the point where they may be giving us compliments. I've been somewhere with a young lady and we were given compliments by, I think we went to some grocery store or something, and the lady was at the thing and she was like, "Oh, y'all look so good." But she was just like looking like really at me. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get my attention. And so it was cool, but I can't really say that. And a dude don't want to be pressed about that question, because why are you asking him? What are you going to do if you ask him that straight up and he says, "No, I can't be satisfied," or "Yes, you satisfy me, but I like looking at other women"? He's a man. Boy, that's so much. That may be in tomorrow. Nobody asked me that, so I ain't going to get into it. August 5th. Here goes another question. Would a man ever really tell his girlfriend if he was cheating or even just interested in another woman? I'm not making this up. I can scroll up or hide her picture. Especially if the girlfriend says outright that is there someone else she'd rather know than be disrespected. Or is it more likely that he would try to juggle both the girlfriend and the other one? Real question now. There it is. This camera sometimes be bugging. Okay, there you go. Would a man ever really tell his girlfriend if he was cheating or even just interested in another woman? Oh man, I can't let y'all see that. Y'all might see the name down in the thing, and it's private. So my man said depends on the level of communication in a relationship. For me, I'm gonna be honest and tell you, because I ain't getting ready to go through all that looking over my shoulder. I don't sell drugs no more. That was the last time I looked over my shoulder. I don't work for somebody else, and so I don't have to look over my shoulder for no administration or nothing like that. So the same thing goes for this case scenario. I am not going to be in a relationship as a grown man, a grown ass man, that not not I'm posing as, but as a grown ass man, I'm going to tell you. And especially like we're going to get into a relationship, if I see you trying to check for me and you asking me questions like that, I'm not going to like defend myself by asking you the same questions. I'm just going to tell you, what it is. I got a girlfriend, or I got two girlfriends, or I'm single, because everybody wants to know what's your dating status. Everybody wants to know, what's your dating status. That's because you can't ask me if I'm single. I ain't married, so of course I'm single. Or are you dating anyone right now? Sure, why wouldn't I be? Is she my girlfriend? Yes. Do you want to be my girlfriend? That's the other question. Why are you asking me all these questions? Because you saying, I want to know, why would she think that she's being disrespected? Would a man ever really tell his girlfriend if he was cheating or if he was just interested in another woman? I'm going to tell you if I'm interested in another woman. But I'm not going to confess. I'm not just going to come here and just be like, yo, I saw this woman today and she was really cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to come and tell you if I got a phone number. I'm not married. That's me. I'm not married. I'm not getting ready to do that. So, if you're just joining us, we definitely appreciate you. I'm Coach Khayr, and I'm reading questions from our group on Facebook called What Men Are Thinking. It's a group I founded like 2 years ago, and it's for women who want to ask real men real questions that they're either afraid to ask their man or they're afraid of the answer they're going to get, right? She says, especially if the girlfriend says outright that if there's someone else, she'd rather know than be disrespected. Why don't you get a ring? Why don't you marry the dude? Why has it always got to be about respect? If it's so much, you're dating the person. Okay, I know you're feeling them out, but can he really disrespect you if he ain't put a ring on it? Can you really be disrespected if a man has not put a ring on it? That's what I really think. I don't really think that I can disrespect you and I ain't got a ring. If I lie to you, if I'm being honest and I kicked it with somebody else, we're not married. I haven't asked you to marry me yet. If you pressuring me about, especially like I said at the beginning of the relationship, how was it set up? How was the whole thing set up in the beginning of the relationship? Because I can't just come in and just be like, answering for everybody. Is it more likely that he would try to juggle both the girlfriend and the other one? That's on him. That's on him, what he can handle. Astrologically, I do know that men who have Venus in Gemini, men who have Venus in Sagittarius, men who have Venus in air signs and fire signs, sometimes air signs definitely juggling. Definitely. Water signs, not as much, because it's too much hassle for them. They want nurturing, or they want a connection, or they want a transformation. They ain't trying to do all that juggling. Yeah, so see where man's Venus is at. All right. I'm going to answer one more question, then I'm going to get ready to get up out of here tonight. She says, quick question. When men ask a woman if she is satisfied after a night of sex or lovemaking or what have you, if she is truthful and tells you that your sex game is weak, do you get mad or do you attempt to figure out what you can do to up your game? Bravo. Excellent question. And that had 27 comments. What do you think? Me, Khayr? When men ask a woman, if I say, are you satisfied after a night of sex? Who does that? I ain't never asked her. But if a woman expresses to me that If a woman tells me, because a woman tells me thank you, or she just pass out and go to sleep, I guess she's done. You know what I'm saying? But if she's looking at me, I can tell if she's like not happy about my performance. I don't have a great performance like every time, but I don't suck though. So maybe she may want something else or more or whatever, and then no, I don't get mad. I go into figuring out what I'm gonna do to solve her. Am I gonna use my hands? Am I gonna use my mouth? Is we gonna have a conversation and she gonna stimulate my mind? What are we gonna do? I got to come up with something, but I ain't gonna sit there and just be like, oh, I'm mad because you ain't satisfied. Some of you dudes is bugging because of what's that called? Post-sexual depression. A lot of women suffer from post-sexual depression because the man finished before them, or they might be going all night, but the woman ain't had no orgasm from vaginal intercourse. 85% of women are not having orgasms while they having sex. Right. They're having to come and masturbate to get an orgasm. They're not getting an orgasm through penetration. And so they upset. And so dudes is like leaving them hanging and then wondering why she tripping. Step your game up, brothers. You got to study the science of a woman's body. You have to study orgasms and where it comes from. What do you want to know? I think that's going to be Tuesday's class. Maybe Monday, Tuesday. But on Monday, I'm doing relationships, sex, love, tantra, things like that. So that'll be tomorrow's class. Tonight, I'm just answering these regular questions that women are asking. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for all my team Pisces, team Scorpios, team Cancers. If you like anything you heard tonight, tap the screen a little bit, give a brother 5 or 6 hearts. I definitely appreciate it. Drop something in the bucket. If you want to check out my website, it's CoachKhayr.com. Of course, it's Khayr Carter on Facebook. And the name of the group, if you want to come in and post your question in privacy. And that's right. A lot of people didn't post in here because they're like, I don't want somebody to see what I'm asking. Somebody may look at me and think I'm strange. I got you. So, whatmenarthinking.com. Whatmenarthinking.com. You can just type that in the browser. It'll take you directly there. But on Facebook, you don't have to put .com in. You can just put What Men Are Thinking, and it'll take you there. If you're a man and you want to ask women questions, we have a sister group called What Women Are Thinking, and then you can go in there and ask them questions, and no men jump in. Well, we're not supposed to, but sometimes it'd be so damn juicy. I just be like, yo. I like the group because, ladies, when you get the thread, whatever your question is, you're the only woman that can talk in the whole thread. I've seen threads with like hundreds of replies to it, and that woman had like 15 men that she was just conversing with, and she was in heaven. She didn't have any other woman in there giving her opinion or whatever. Oh, man. We've had some times over in that group right there. So I'm talking about times to the point where I had to ask for some help. It was crazy. What? This is another question I hadn't seen. I was getting ready to go, but she says, my son doesn't brush or wash his hair. He doesn't spray or put his conditioner in. He doesn't wear his do-rag. Should I be getting him a $10 haircut every week or 2 weeks? No. No, you don't brush or wash your hair. You don't spray or put on no conditioner on it, and you don't wear your do-rag. No, you getting ready to get some locks. You getting ready to get an afro, bruh. You getting ready to get he got to be wanting to get it to be nappy, and she says he'll be 11 years old in 2 weeks, so he's 10 now. Oh, my man Xavier says shave it bald. You ain't gotta have no problem with that. Oh man, woo wee, that's crazy. All right, fam. I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tomorrow night is going to be gender roles and relationships. That's when it's going to be heavy, because a lot of men don't know their role in a relationship, and a lot of women be talking that craziness about, why can't both of us lead? Right. Why can't... I'm not even going to go there and get it started. Big shouts out. Let me see who's in the building right now. Carletta Howard, peace out. Thank you, Kendra. Alexander the Grower. Hey, Carly. Divine Star. Tina Pitts. Misha's in the building. Tracy Carter. Ellen Ware. Nikisha, of course, is in the building. And Matthew Rice. And big shouts out to everybody else who is on the internet. My own boss, what's going on? Everybody who's on the internet watching on your computer, man, get Periscope so you can be on the phone, yo. And if you got Blab, soon we'll be on Blab too. Man, that's going to be really fun. But for tonight, Coach needs some rest. Peace out. Y'all hold it down. 5,000. I love y'all. All right? Peace. Oh, you know we got to take it out with the picture. Yeah. This could be you. What men are thinking. Yeah. Thank y'all for them hearts. Appreciate it. One love.